I'm going to talk you through the Falstad 1D quantum states applet. So this is what you see when you start it, and you might not really know what you're looking at. So there's a couple of things to think about. What you have up top is a bunch of different energy levels, and as you scroll over them, you can see the different waves appearing in the second window, and you can see different circles appearing down here. So this is basically a way of seeing all your different states to, for instance, look at superposition and notice that there's like a little hand turning on the clock. You can think about that as your complex phase, right? So we had that e to the I theta, where that's going to give you a complex phase, and theta here is related to energy. And so if you watch, you see that they in fact rotate at different speeds because these correspond to different energy states, right? Ground state, first energy state. So what I really like about this simulation is that you can interact with it in a lot of different ways. So right now we're in the infinite well. And if we just want to look, for instance, at one energy level, we can now see a few more things going on. One, we see a lot of crazy colors. And let's go ahead and stop. So what's going on up here? If I just mouse over it, which is a little difficult for me to do, you can kind of see a wave. And in this case, I can't both show you the wave with my mouse and stay moused over it. But you can see that the wave in yellow in the middle window is a little bit different than what you're seeing in green and pink. The green and pink is related to your magnitude or the amplitude of it, your probability distribution. And then the green and pink is, the yellow is your wave function. The green and pink is your probability distribution. So notice that your wave function, if I just click on one of them, what's a better one that I can see? Like here, you can clearly see in the yellow that in fact, the zero line for your psi equals 0 is in the middle of that window. But for that here green and blue, which would be, for instance, your again, probability distribution, that then has 0 at the bottom. So recognize that middle window can show you two different things. So now, what's going on down here? And here, as I'm again mousing over things, I see slightly different things. This now is going to represent your momentum space. So one of the things I really like about this is because it's showing you what's happening in momentum. And in this case, in particular, let me stop mousing over, you can see that this would basically be your 0 momentum line. And it looks like we have an equal amount of positive and negative momentum, which is what we expect for a standing wave. Then down here again, we see all of those different possible states. So notice here that we can say what the mouse is going to do. So let's just go with, set eigenstate. And if I click here, it actually adds, right? So that's not great because I've now added things. And so again, I can go up here and kind of reset. So when you go up here, you're resetting, but when you're going down here, you're actually adding. So I can add a couple of different states at once. And notice that they're going to be in different phases, right? You see those different kind of clock hands. So that represents the different phases that they're in. And now you have all of these different momentum eigenstates. So notice that it is symmetric around 0. And then we have this mess up here. So now I'm going to start it playing, and it's just like a trippy party, right? So now one thing to know is that this is actually going to be calculating things in a certain way. So I think there are certain things happening here that are actually artifacts. So let's actually turn up the resolution, turn down the simulation speed. If I can. Nope, I can't. Apparently I can't do that. And let's just go back to one. Apparently I've broken it. I've utterly broken it. Uh-oh.